All right, Ruby, let's check in now. We're taking Lexi's shot here because it seems that something is going on. This is looks like people have been dispersed, or either their attention has been caught by something else. All I see are protesters at this point. I don't really see any police officers, so it's hard to ascertain what's going on. But it looks like the concentration is right there in the center of this circle.
Yeah, we're seeing officers pulling up right now on their bicycles and running toward this circle that's gathering right now. We saw some people running away from this area and others now moving toward it.
I know, I'm staying back.
Okay, so this is our Lexi Wilson. This is her shot, the one that we just saw where people were standing on the steps and outside of the police headquarters there in Uptown. Now all of the action has moved over up the street a little ways, maybe a block or so. And we're trying to figure out what's going on there, but it looks like everyone has their phone out and they're pointing their cameras in a certain direction. You see the police officers on the bicycles forming a line. Oftentimes they'll use their bicycles as a barrier between themselves and the protesters, but it looks like that's what they're doing. And looks like they're taking somebody into custody. It looks like a woman there has been handcuffed, or she has some kind of restraints on her arms. They're taking her into custody. Maybe that's what protesters are reacting to?
Probably, because I saw for a moment it looked as though demonstrators were in the faces of some of the police officers, so maybe it was in response to what we're seeing here right now.
Yeah, and you know, it's never a good idea, at least from what I've seen from my own reporting, it's never a good idea to get back into a police officer's face when they've asked you to disperse.
No, and to your point, Fred, I have seen a lot of these bicycles down there this time around. A lot of officers who are using those to try to push the crowd back a little bit, to try to create a line between themselves and the demonstrators.
I want to bring in Curran Mack with the NAACP, who's on the phone. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us. I want to get your take on what you've seen happen here in Charlotte.
Well, what it looks like to me, based on my experience and what I've been told, that here are provocateurs who are leading protests, and at a specific period, they begin to escalate the protest by throwing items at the windows, breaking in police cars, slashing police tires, and just inciting violence. That's what it looks like to me. It looks intentional, and my fear is that these folks don't even live in Charlotte, and they're going to leave our city a mess. And many African Americans and people of color who are already deeply traumatized are going to be the ones bearing the brunt, because they'll probably be arrested and hopefully no one gets harmed.